This is Ross Cooper. Welcome to Midnight Musings. Tonight we're going to talk about soul sleep. When you die, does your soul sleep, or does something else entirely different happen? You'll notice that I'll be moving from place to place during different shots of this presentation, so don't get used to seeing me in one place. Talk to you again in a moment. In the book of Genesis, it says when God created man, He breathed into him the breath of life and he became a living soul. This tells us a few things. Namely, it lets us know that without God breathing into us His breath of life, we couldn't be a living soul. That also implies that should this breath of living life be taken away from us, that we would no longer be a living soul either. This, of course, leads to the question, what is the breath of life? Well, the Bible also says in Genesis that we're created in God's image. And the Bible also says that God is spirit. So if God is spirit and we're created in His image, that means that His breath of life is a bit of His immortal spirit that He puts in each and every one of us at conception. That's an awful lot different from what certain denominations teach, certain cults teach. It's a far sight different from what I grew up with, which was that the breath that God gave man was literal breath. But that doesn't make a lick of sense. If the breath was really breath, then you'd never gotten out of the Garden of Eden. So if body plus breath, which is God's eternal spirit in us, equals a living soul, then body minus breath, or the spirit, equals no soul. The Bible teaches that when a person dies, believer or not, their spirit goes to God who gave him, and the body returns to the dust from which it was created. That's what it says in Ecclesiastes, it's what it says in Corinthians. So if the spirit goes back to God and the body returns to the earth, where's the soul? The soul does not exist. Because a body minus spirit means there's no soul. So the soul cannot be sleeping. Can it? So when the body and the spirit are separated, there's no soul that can sleep. The Bible teaches that the spirit of the believer goes throughout to be in Christ's presence. You die and you go to the judgment, the Bema Seat judgment, where you're judged for your rewards. I think that's a fantastic joy. There's such a peace about death. You don't die until God says it's your turn to die. In the passage in Corinthians it says that God is the one who loosens the earthly tent from around your spirit. Then your spirit goes to be with Him. Death is not something to be afraid of as a believer. Death is something to look forward to. So the next time someone tells you they believe in soul sleep, just remind them that once the body and the spirit are separated at death, there's no more soul. Period.